Ain't she sweet? See her coming down the street. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she nice? Look her over once or twice. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she nice? Just cast an eye in her direction. Oh me, oh my, ain't that perfection? I repeat, don't you think that's kind of neat? And I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? There she is, that's what keeps me up at night. Oh gee whiz, there's why I can't eat a bite. Those flaming eyes, that flaming youth. Oh mister, oh sister, tell me the truth. Sweet, see you coming down the street. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she nice? Look her over once or twice. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she nice? Just cast an eye in her direction. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my, ain't that perfection? Some confection, I repeat. Don't you think that's kind of neat? And I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet?
Brother's 16. Laura is about 7. And Mom, bless her heart, has been watching us play golf for 12 years.
That's
the last 5, the last 5 at Rockledge Golf and Country Club, right up the road. We moved here in 57. And Mom patiently been doing the laundry, blah, blah, blah. Dad would never buy her a washing machine, so she had to go to the place. And between washing, it was actually a good idea because she could put seven machines at work at once.
You know how many shoes we had to buy?
Did anybody say you can talk yet?
You know how many shoes? 2 pairs of golf shoes because they were growing feet. Then hush puppies to go to school in.
She never did have real good manners.
I kind of picture Bo going to school with spike golf shoes on.
So, on about the 4th hole at Rockledge, it's a dogleg right par 4. Pretty good to hole, about 360 yards long. Laura had just hit a shot left of the green. I had hit it short of the green. My brother had hit it to the right of the green. And we're bitching and moaning about something. It's too hot. We don't have enough drinks. Mom has done nothing but watch Laura. I've never seen her swing a ball. She says, "Give me the damn 5-iron."
I just brought their lunch.
Mom, did anybody say you could talk to me?
I just brought their lunch.
She grabs the 5-iron, throws the ball on the ground. Actually, has to hit my brother first. Throws the ball on the ground. If you ever know what the difference between a tee ball and a ball on the deck, it's about 500% more difficult to hit it off the ground. Because you got to hit it correctly, you have to hit the ball first, Mark, and then the divot, not the divot and then the ball.
She's better than you.
And ever will be. She rears back on this 5-iron and hits it in the middle of the green. And God strike me dead if I'm telling you one iota of, and that would be just like there was a guy called Titanic Thompson that would bet people $500 that he could throw a key into a lock. And it's in the books. And he wouldn't do it every time, but he could do it about 75%. His key, skeleton lock, from about 4 feet away, and he could throw it into the lock. This would be just as unbelievable if you play
Are you
golf.
going to tell them what I said?
Am I telling the story or are you?
Well, hurry up.
Not all day.
So anyways, in the middle of the green, she turned around and said, "What's so tough about this?" Tossed the club back to my brother. We caught it. We didn't think a damn word the rest of the day. Never hit another ball. Never made another swing. true.
Well, you can tell. You can tell who.
Really want to talk about it. And she was like, you know what I thought about when you were out there? Is if you hit the ball closer to the hole, it might be easier to make some of those putts.
All right, put your hands together. All right, rock me. Come on.
I won $250 at a department store and I won a painting of myself.
Very nice. How young were you?
I was 16.
Was it with a swimsuit
I don't know
on?
whether that could be true because the rest of the story is the rest of the story,
Okay,
Mr.
Bo.
Harvey.
Okay.
So she is hanging out because she was the local lifesaver at the pool.
I was a lifeguard.
But she looked like a lifesaver.
We sat up in the lifesaver. We sat up in those high chairs. My cousin was one and I was the other one.
Mom, they don't need to know the exact particulars.
I want to know. I hope it's my imagination. Yeah, right. It's like right now I can say it better. I'm like, that one's not there. There's only two.
So she's sitting up there in her finest little jersey,
No.
white bathing suit
no,
with a diamond
wait
cut
a
in the
minute. Let
middle.
me tell you this. It was my sister's
Well, of course you're going to
white
tell you.
wool bathing suit with a diamond cut out. So risque.
Advertising the goods. So she's up on the chair.
She had 3 kids. I mean,
That's right. She got some practice. But in walks Hale Baugh directly from just qualifying for the 1948 Olympics.
All he had on was khaki pants and an old white t-shirt. How did I know who he was?
You were hoping for less than that, but I'm not going to say.
But I just went,
Am I telling the story or are you again?
I like her version. I like her version better.
Looked at her other lifeguard and said, "That's for me." Stood up on her little platform and did what?
No, I went to the diving board. There was a springboard and a platform. I went up to the platform and did the best jackknife you've ever seen.
I thought we were talking about Hale Baugh, not Jack.
This last time I taken a bath. How about a Saturday night?
And I'll just add this little tidbit. Her dad and my granddad, which was Hale Baugh's dad, went to opposite high schools, and they had actually got in several fights.
After the football game.
And
Big time.
when mom said, "I just met Hale Baugh," and he said, "Not Hale Baugh." "Yes, Dad, I have to go out with him to the movies. He's asked me to the movies." He said, "No." She says, "Yes, I'm going." And that's the end of the story.
No,
Besides
it's
me,
not.
that's the real end of the story.
The rebel without a cause. The rebel without a cause.
Hussy.
Grandma, what happened?
So my mother was,
Put it like this, she didn't take the bus home.
because it was a long ways out to the farm. From the swimming pool, I had to catch a streetcar, get a
Not that
transfer,
day.
another streetcar, and then wait at the Greyhound bus to get the Greyhound bus to drop me off at the farm. Now that's a long way. So
Trying to get my thanks.
he offered to take me home. And my cousin was the other lifeguard. She said, "You're a pickup, Sally." And I said, "Janet, I just have too far to go. You only have to go down the street a little ways." And so I poo-pooed her off and accepted his ride home. And when I got home, Mother was all for me, but Dad knew who he was with his dad,
Devil me.
big time And so Mother said, I said, Mother, I'm going to go upstairs and change. So I went upstairs and got my one strap dress on. It was just a little cotton dress, but it had one strap. It was fashionable. It was fashionable in those days.
Yes, it was.
And so we went to the movie because he couldn't, he said, I can't come out and get you, then go home, and then come out and get you again, to my dad and my mom. Can't she just come to the movie with me? I'll bring her home. That's the story.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
How many times did you go to the party that night? That's what we want.
I fell in love with him right there. It was love at first
Your family
sight.
loves this story, Mom, but it's done.
Oh yeah. Lay it on me. Mustang Tilly. Woo. Baby, you better slow that Mustang down. Hey baby, look out. I said Mustang Tilly now, baby. Girl, you better slow that Mustang down. You've been running all over this town now. Whoo, baby, put those flat feet back on the ground. Come on, wait on me. Hey, hey. Well, I bought her a brand new Mustang. It was a 1965. All she was a do, ride around Sally. She won't even give me a ride. But now Sally, now baby, come on. Girl, you better slow that Mustang down. Come on, girl. Said, one of these early mornings, gonna be wiping those